We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Cole Hamels gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia Phillies, was really almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best pitch, the straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is now when he was in high school coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95, will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a two-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
3-2 now. And the payoff pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 9. Brandon Nimmo.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. 1 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. The 3-1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Nothing for the Mets in the first, and after a break, the Braves swing the bat. Stay tuned to MLB Network. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Striding into the box, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The pitch. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting third, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still no score. Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And he misses 2-1. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Waiting on deck here is Robinson Cano. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up over to Albies. On to Freeman. A double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the third baseman, J.D. Davis. Line drive to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Well, fastball count there yielded fastball mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night and buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
At the plate, Matt Adams. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
So now to the plate, Tyler Flowers. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Charlie Culberson.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Charlie Culberson. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
In now, Austin Riley. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and that'll leave things up to Cole Hamels, the pitcher. The set and the 1-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. But they get put together 2 games in a row. A lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
The set and the 2-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Acuna at third, Ozuna over at second, Riley on at first with 2 down. And he comes back to get him, so a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. 1-1. Fouled off. Chopped to third. Right to him. throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. So here's the Mets pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Little chopper back to the mound. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. The 1-2. Pitch popped up. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
At the plate now, Brandon Nimmo. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Fastball just missed above the zone. Third inning, no score to this point. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The set and the 2-2. Popped up, and no one will track it down. Here's the 2-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Stepping in for the Braves, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Left side, Davis has got it, and there's 1 away. Ready now, Nick Markakis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Digging in to try it again, Freddie Freeman, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for first baseman in the National League. Hit sharply on the ground, and Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The left fielder.
Just a great at-bat there. That wild double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are one solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
To the plate now, Marcell Ozuna. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. Two guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
The 3-2 one more time. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1 and 2. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Hit in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. Play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Charlie Culberson. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Here's the 2-1 home. Drives it out to deep right center field. And a diving effort in center, but he can't get a glove on it. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
Into the box, Austin Riley. A bouncer to the left side. Rosario's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets nothing. All set for the start of the 4th. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys.
Oh, look at the diving stop in time. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Oh, man, once it got past the pitcher, I figured it was a base hit, but then the shortstop comes out of nowhere to make the diving stop. That was incredible.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Stepping in, Robinson Cano comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Strike two as the fastball is let go.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. High and deep to center field. Looking up Acuna. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Robinson Cano, a solo home run. 3rd home run for him on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets do get one back, though, on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Braves 4 and the Mets 1. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Cole Hamels, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Cano has it. And that's the first out.
The batter, number 1.
Back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta,
Nick Markakis digging in now. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Now the 2-1 to Markakis. Line toward the alley in left center. And Markakis has got himself a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and let Freddie Freeman come to the plate.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Into the box now. Freddie Freeman lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And that misses for ball 4 to Freeman as he'll work the walk.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Acuna digs in now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. The 2-1 home.
Counted 3-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch lifted down the line in left, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 2 left for Atlanta, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's Matt Adams now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
In now, Noah Syndergaard. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1 and 2 now. Now here's the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it 4-1. Here's Marcell Ozuna as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. A ball and 2 strikes. Liner towards second, but there is the second baseman Cano for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And it's fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
At the plate now, Charlie Culberson. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Cespedes going back at the track, the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, 4th home run for him on the season as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
See this very often over this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Digging in, Austin Riley. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
This one also hit deep to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Natty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there. Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Rick Porcello, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Porcello.
To the plate now, Cole Hamels lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Five runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. 5 innings complete. It's now 5-1. Next up for New York, Ahmed Rosario. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here now the 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out. Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
So now to the plate, Wilson Ramos. Now Ramos with a swing and a deep drive to left. Back goes Ozuna, still ranging back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. Swing and a misses. He was way early on that one. 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heat?
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him. That it makes you think that this guy, this at bat, one might be coming right.
Had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now.
3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball.
Here's the side. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo. Bottom of the 6th inning now, so the lineup flips over and digging in, Ozzie Albies. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Three-two pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Conforto is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now
Stepping in, Nick Markakis. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Freddie Freeman. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back the right fielder. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they open it up to 6-2 now. At the plate, Ronald Acuna. And that's off his leg on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's now 6-2. J.D. Davis the next to bat.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here now the 2-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Freeman has a play. 1 out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Matt Adams. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. The 1-1 home. Liner in there for a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Stepping in now, Yoenis Cespedes. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. One out and a runner on second base. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The pitcher, number 22, Rick Porcello.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper. And a change is forthcoming as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Luke Jackson will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 77, Luke Jackson.
Jed Lowry will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. 2 out here and a runner at second. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. From the stretch, yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They still trail here at 6-2. Justin Wilson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping up now, Marcell Ozuna. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. One and one, here it is. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and there to take this one in is Cano for the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Now batting, Tyler Flowers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Wilson is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. The 1-2. Misses inside off the plate. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Charlie Culberson will be next. 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Gloved by Adams, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So striding in, Charlie Culberson. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And this is bobbled now by Cano. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Coming to the plate now, Austin Riley. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Nope.
And that misses. 2-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Swinging a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Three-two pitch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Ender Inciarte will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11, Ender.
2 down, runners at first and second. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And he delivers in the pinch as this will plate 1 and possibly 2. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Second baseman, Albi.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. As he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Seth Lugo enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
At the plate now, Nick Markakis. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Markakis ahead with a 3-1 count here.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Now the payoff pitch home. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
The 3-2 one more time. This is skied into short left center. Conforto is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Braves lead it 9-2. Shane Green has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses off the plate. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
To the plate now, Brandon Nimmo. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Into the box, Wilson Ramos. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Green. A 6'4" right-hander. He was selected in the 15th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. Fielded cleanly, and indeed no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and up next the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.